Good morning, everyone. I hope you're good. Today, we're going to look at another fantastic topic, and the topic is modern parenting, raising resilient children or emotionally fragile children. The question is that, are you raising children that can be resilient in the future, or you are just raising children that will be overly dependent on you even in the future? In modern parenting, we validate their feelings, we apologize when we're wrong. I'm not saying that is wrong. We avoid yelling, we strive to be gentle. That is what modern parenting is. But the question is it building strong minds or soft hearts? Some critics we ask and say, and they're going to ask and say, are we raising confident children, emotionally intelligent children, or you are raising children that are overprotected, children that are entitled, children that cannot handle pressure? That is the question. Are you raising children who can bounce back from pressure, children that can overcome challenges, children that have solution focused, children who can learn from failure and keep going, children who can cope well under pressure, children that have inner strength? Or what kind of children are you raising? So we're going to look at the advantages of modern parenting. Under modern parenting, children will be emotionally intelligent. They can name their emotion, they can process it, they can even manage their emotions. And the second point is that there will be stronger connection. When there is open communication, when the children are free to speak with you, it is going to build trust and it will have deeper relationship. The third point is that their confidence will boost. When children feel seen, when they feel heard, when they feel appreciated, they will feel more secure. And the fourth point is that they will have better mental health. There will be reduced fear. There's nothing like anxiety. There's nothing like trauma that most adults are even dealing with now. So that is the advantages of modern parenting. But the disadvantages is that there will be reduced resilience. You are just there for the children every time. And some children will struggle with failure, and some of them are even struggling with correction because they are not used to it. The parents are not correcting, so there is reduced resilience. You understand? So the second one is that there is entitlement mentality. Because you're always negotiating, so they don't understand authority, they don't understand boundaries, they don't understand you are setting boundaries. So it's always there. Mommy is always there. So there is that entitlement mentality or risk, and they can grow up with that. And another third point is that there is a delayed independence. You are always there for them. They will be overly dependent. They can't even do things by themselves. When I was growing up, I'm a child that I just want to be very independent. I quickly take risks myself. I want to try new things. But some children don't even want to try new things. Even if they are going to school, every time mommy must go. Even at secondary school, some of them going to university, every time mommy or daddy must be there. They can't even face life by themselves because you are making them to be overly dependent on you. And another one is that in African sector, your modern parenting may clash with extended family expectation. The grandmother is there, the society is expecting your own child to know this or that, and you have shielded the child from knowing all this just because you feel, oh, my child should not know this, it shouldn't be exposed to it. I'm not saying you should expose your child to failure or give them unnecessary tough love, but let's settle our mind and say these children will one day face life, and the world is tough. So it's better you raise them to know that they will face challenges in the future. That is the truth. So the big question we have now is that, are we overcorrecting the harsh method of the past, the harsh parenting method of the past, or are we under preparing our children for a tough world? Which one are you doing? So the key takeaway today is that the goal is not that you should be soft. The goal is not that you should be hard. It is to raise children who are emotionally healthy and can face life. So what do you think? And I want you to drop your own comments in the section. What do you think? Is it that you should just raise children that will be overly dependent on you forever? They can't think, they can't manage their emotions, they can't even do this by themselves, they can't even take decision. At a certain age, a child should be able to sit down and say, oh, this is what I want out of life, or this is what I think I want, this is what I can do. But if it is always calling mommy, daddy every time, what are you building your children for? So my question is that, is modern parenting raising resilient children or emotionally fragile ones? What kind of children are you raising? That is the question. My name is Ltd-GraceVine. I appreciate you for listening to me. Thank you and have a fantastic day. Bye.